Now, the problem re nang le yone tona mo Botswana ke gore bagaetso re na le two countries in one. Two countries in one, as in like there is a Botswana for the advanced, a Botswana for the haves, and then a Botswana for the have-nots. Ba e leng gore ga bana se ba nang le sone. Mme ha o lebelela this problem, it's a very historical position. Historically, ha ra ga Botswana re ipitetse ile gore especially the indigenous people ba e leng gore ke ba sarwa, and to some extent masika a rona ba go kgalagadi, they were literally dispossessed of whatever it is that they had. And that pattern ga e helela gone ho. How we are into the northwestern part of the country, in the area around Makhadi, you see a very systematic situation where Babangwe, they were just not given enough. I know there's going to be a lot of talk me as a country as a whole, but I'm saying it to you today that historically, what has happened? Some of those communities lost access to their lands, lost access to where they used to gather, and then what they used to do, which may even be hunting in some instances, was outlawed and called poaching. They are then forced into becoming badisa, the dominant groups in society. And as a result of this, we have a systematic exclusion. A lot of those kids today, we say Bagotenyana Rats and the likes. They're far from what? They're far from the power resources they've been entrenched to go into standard one or sometimes to a boarding school away from their parents. So what we must do as a government in the next 5 years is to get rid of this system over many years. It's about Wabangwe, in trenches for bone, their selves, Tababangwe, Ibile the generational curse of poverty. Ya one night the Kuloka majority along Halakawori. One how no Masaro or Hasamama. Banabaga Lebone, Yago Nabasaro Banabakawe. Ebelogore, this system perpetuates through and through. So we must reimagine a new republic. And this new republic should be reimagined, in my view, under what I call a Botswana a plurinationalist state. Ha ke bua ka a plurinationalist state, ke bua ka gae. No, plurinationalist. Yes, from plural. So plurinationalist. So a plurinational state in this sense is a country where it's united as a country. It recognizes there are strands of nations within it. And then all these nations within promote equally. And for us to reach a plurinational state, the first thing we must do is to look at the constitution of Botswana. And we are not going to look at it in a very emotive way. We are pitting one tribe against another. I come up with a piece of legislation to emasculate one tribe against the other. We must look at the constitution. Botswana as a country, all these communities. Each community within its own spatial geographic environment. What do I mean by that? We have centralized resource allocation in the country. We have institutionalized an extractivist state, saying what it extracts rents from mineral resources and other resources of the country, to the consolidated fund, and from there be distributed across the country. That system has significant flaws. The first significant flaw, Otabo, Ukubile, Bakalakaj, Lebasar, Humalebaye, Lebasubia, from their lands. You create a national park. But then the next thing, what is happening within that environment? These people can no longer hunt or gather. They cannot even farm. But then, government doesn't give them enough of anything. So, the plurinational state that I'm imagining is a state before the resources go to the center, There's a portion that is very clear, clearly earmarked for that particular region. It doesn't matter what the resources. And I am not saying, I am saying, the area, it's immediately from where we gather these diamonds. It's a portion of the rents of whatever it is that we get from those diamonds. These people, wherever they may be. The step that we have taken, pluralism in terms of languages, it's well entrenched into not just we can promote your mother tongue, but within your own area, you have a certain access to development. I'm not talking about a system tourism concession community. No, those are tokens. Those are tokens. A particular area is contributing 500 million in tourism revenue, and we're saying the community gets 3 million. Then there's something wrong with that system of doing things. And that system of doing things, we speak about poverty, we speak about because the nature of the state we have adopted is itself a problem. It was created for colonial expediency. It created to make it easier to govern by the colonial authorities. We must now revert to a system where we look at these communities that are constituent. They form the whole. These communities on their own are going to thrive. Confidence. Yeah, these communities. You don't know what it is like sometimes to sit in here. Honorable Motsekwa. Kana Bakaisama. Kana Penyo. I admire how they speak. For every single word, he can say it, and it's equally good. And then I listen to Mwalusi, I listen to Aaron, I listen to Disho, and to me, Haribua. The inherent limitations that have been doing nothing because of exactly the system that we adopted. Promote the pluralism. Had we promoted, we would have done quite well. So I am saying, as we are moving for a constitutional review, in a position we recognize before anything else we are a plural society and we create a plurinationalist state. And this state will see each person as worthy of development on their own as they are. This is why I pointed out today, I disagree with the leader of opposition when he says there's no hope. When I heard my mother tongue being spoken on TV, it said to me, I belong to this nation. It said to a lot of our people, this is the country we have imagined. When we say we are going to review the Constitution within this term, it says to my people back home, someone sees you. It says to our people, it says to my children, you belong. There is maybe a place for you. So I am just setting out markers already to say to you as a house and to the people of the country, as we're going ahead, as we're looking at a constitution that will take us into the future, go read up, go research, find out on the concept of a plurinational state. Saying what it will look into resources, it will look into the different nations that exist within our nation and empower them such that each one of them does not have to wish for the other tribe. Mr. Speaker.
The floor is open. Honorable Assistant Minister of Higher Education. Kilo list umoteng.